E3 stands for educate, elevate, and engage. All those things within our community.
We are working with business leaders, government leaders, law enforcement, trying to just, get folks thinking more progressively about what we're doing here in Northern Michigan to create a welcoming and safe place for all.
E3 has emerged and really showed amazing leadership and have met with law enforcement week after week and made incredible progress. There are so many white folks who just really don't understand racial justice and didn't have any tools to understand racial justice growing up and are just sort of steeped in this culture where systemic racism is being perpetuated without understanding any sort of historical concept of it or hearing from BIPOC folks in our community. BIPOC being Black, Indigenous, People of Color as an acronym.
We're really excited that there's so much interest, really grateful for the way that the white folks in this community are showing up for this work and wanting to dig in. We're really excited to support there to be training for BIPOC folks as well, and for there to ultimately be a way for us to all come together.
It's important for us as BIPOC people to have our own trainings, in this work, because as people who have been living in oppressive systems under systems of white supremacy, we have to address the colonialism in ourselves. People are complacent sometimes in that colonialism and don't yet have the language to understand what some of us are talking about when we talk about decolonizing, when we talk about racial justice.
Having our own affinity group is important for healing within our community.
Taking the lead from people of color is always a good thing, in my opinion. A BIPOC-led training is also healing for the people of color that are trying to open up doors and eyes for people that don't see things the way that we do.
Sometimes we have to go do our work in caucus spaces or in affinity spaces to sort of do some healing work that only we know how to do and really we need to take responsibility for, in order to then be able to come together and collaborate in really healthy and dynamic and generative ways.
It's a powerful time, it can feel overwhelming and chaotic, but there's also so much possibility in terms of the way that we're kind of reshaping culture around us, and we all have an impact in our communities.